There's one thing that we all have in common, and that's at one point we were a child. And all of us, whether you realize it or not, have an inner child somewhere within us. And along with that inner child, we may have brought along a sense of unworthiness or negative belief patterns, things that hold us back from the true joy in life today. And some of my most healing moments were in journey work, specifically allowing the truths of my inner child to surface. Take this journey with me, letting go of ego or preconceived notions. Make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, feel tension wash from your body. Feel yourself sinking into the surface beneath you. Become still and feel even more comfortable. Relaxed. You have nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Take another slow, deep breath. And exhale, releasing thoughts or expectations. Breathe in and breathe out. Just be here in the moment with me. Feel yourself beginning to drop inward. Can you find a softness in your chest? Letting go of negative thoughts or feeling as if you need to be everything to everyone. Can you just spend a little bit of time with yourself? Imagine you are sitting in a room. It feels cozy, some soft light, it's warm and comfortable. You thought you were alone, but you notice in the corner there's a small child, maybe 5 or 6 years old. This is the younger version of you. Let's call it your inner child. You are tender, invulnerable, and impressionable. You know quite a lot about this little person, and this little person knows quite a lot about you and who you are today. Take a few moments to greet this little person and let them know that they are welcome and loved, and you're happy to see them. You also become aware of another presence, someone that is wise and loving. This can be a physical form or simply just a feeling, something that you know. Let this be your guide. You, your inner child, and your guide will carry you through this process. Welcome them as you welcomed your inner child. And as you all sit together, your guide begins talking to your inner child. And you just sit and listen. And you hear your guide saying, "I'm so glad you're here, little one, because there's so much I've been wanting to tell you. And you've never been more ready to hear this than you are at this moment. So listen and receive the information and the healing that I have for you." The guide goes on. It's possible that you grew up in a situation where you were taught you were less than, that you weren't fully appreciated for the precious person that you are. But if that's the case, you are misinformed, and this is not correct. The truth is, you are quite unique, wonderful, and fascinating human being. You have amazing potential to live a creative, satisfying, and love-filled life. No one is quite like you. And all the things you currently think of as your shortcomings are, in a larger scheme of things, marks of character, and that will eventually blossom into miracles. Every struggle and difficulty brings you a measure of strength and insight, and the ability to love others. And now it's time for you to begin to receive more love for yourself. Let your adult self embrace your inner child. Pour love into them. And let them know how much they are loved and cared for. And let them feel how precious they are. You are loving you. Any hurt feelings of not receiving all the love that you needed begin to melt away. Receive them now. You are loving you. That inner child may have dark places in the body and in the mind. Fill them with light. Continue to hold your inner child, and if there's any words that need to be exchanged between the two of you, let them flow. Neither one of you are here to judge or critique, just simply love. And now your guide begins to speak and address you directly. Because of the way you were raised, perhaps you may have developed patterns of thinking and behaviors that allowed others to treat you less than the worthy person you are. Perhaps you learned to not speak up when something happened that you didn't like. You got into the habit of making excuses for others, and they didn't honor you as they should have. And perhaps you began a behavior of negative ways towards yourself. I'd like you to let these negative patterns go, to dissolve from within you, so that we can move on to the next stage of your life. A stage in which you experience greater freedom, happiness, and more love. If we want this to happen, you must decide to make change. These changes are difficult and they'll feel different. It's okay to ask for support. I am here. Your inner child is here loving you along the way. Decide to transition into this process. Where the types of patterns, habits, or beliefs that you have stand in the way of you receiving more love in your life, respecting yourself. This may come in a form of negative thinking, doing something harmful that isn't in your highest good. With the strength of all three of us, can we begin to make those changes? Imagine that you, your inner child, and I as your guide are standing together in a circle of light, holding hands, creating a sphere of positive energy. Feel yourself immersed in light of any color or all the colors, opalescence. This will give you the strength to break free from those negative patterns. Now I'd like you to see yourself from a distance in one of those typical situations. where the negative patterns or habits might come up. And then begin to surround yourself with light. And also feeling the support of yourself, your inner child, and me as your guide. And now I want you to picture yourself doing something instead of that negative habit or pattern. Something positive that supports you. This could be spending time with someone that makes you feel good. A friend, a counselor, a teacher, a coach. Or maybe doing an activity that you love. Is it exercise or a hobby? A satisfying project? If nothing comes to mind, just simply fill yourself with light and feeling the love of your inner child. Imagine what it could be like if we let our negative patterns go. What would life look like? Listen to my words and let them resonate deeply within you. An endless supply of life and love flows through me. For myself first, and then outwards towards others. I have a great deal to offer, but I am careful to share myself only when my gifts can be met with honor, appreciation, and respect. I am happy to share my life with others, as long as it is balanced and in healthy ways for both of us. Although I am not perfect, I am still working on things in my life. The same is true for everyone. Everyone, including myself, deserves to be treated with kindness and understanding. I deserve to be treated with appreciation, affection, and respect. And I am not willing to settle for less. Let these words penetrate within you deeply. And come back and listen to them if you feel any doubt. I want you to turn to your inner child, and with love and gratitude, let them know how much you've appreciated them, and that you will take them with you and continue to hold them close. Take a moment to thank yourself for giving yourself this gift. And I, as your guide, will journey with you, invisible to all, and yet you can feel my strength. Become aware of your surroundings. Keep your eyes closed, but just begin to feel more present and alert. Take a moment to relive your story briefly in your mind. What's the message you're going to take with you? Remembering change is difficult and uncomfortable, but we must start somewhere. When you're ready, opening your eyes, letting in the light of day. I am humbled and honored to be here on this journey with you. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste.